Hey guys, welcome to the channel. A short video to show you guys how to remove the footer of the Venus II DAC. This applies to the Venus II DAC. Somehow it applies to the Pontus II DAC as well, but it is not exactly the same. So when you guys receive this DAC, it comes with 3 footer. It's a pretty high quality footer, I would say. It's made of aluminium. I'm not sure whether you guys can see this. It's made of aluminium with this rubber tip. So it's pretty high quality, but just in case some of you want to change the footer, it is possible, but it's not so straightforward because the footer are screwed from the inside out, so you can't just remove it by turning this footer out from this chassis. So how do we get this footer out from the chassis, or rather the bottom panel, is really to remove all the screws that is holding this bottom panel to the chassis. I did a count. So there are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screws that are holding this power supply unit to the bottom panel. And there are another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then there are another 12 screws that is holding this bottom panel to the rest of the chassis. So there are total 20 screws to remove in order to get this bottom panel out from the chassis. But again, this applies to Venus II. Pontus II is somehow the same, but I'm going to show you what are the differences between the Venus II and the Pontus II. So there are differences that you might need to take note of. I have most of the screw already removed, so I just need to show you to remove 2 of them. And I'll be able to pull this bottom panel out from the chassis. Then we'll see how to remove the footer again. Okay, so I have all the screw removed, and you need to use the tip of the Allen key. Okay, this, before I forget, this is the 2.5 mm metric size Allen key. So Allen key comes with 2 different sizes. One is US inches sizes. The other one is UK metric size. So DENAFRIPS use 2.5 mm metric size Allen key. So it looks like this, and this 2.5 mm will just fit nice, and you can just remove it without routing this Allen key screw thread. Okay, so once we have all the screw removed, just use the tip here to pull this panel out. Ta-da! The bottom panel is out from the chassis, and the power supply is sitting nicely on the metal plate in between the PSU box and the main board. Here's the differences between the Pontus II and the Venus II. Let me put this bottom panel aside. So for Venus II, you can do it quite easily. It's really because there's this metal piece in between the power supply box and the main board. So as you remove the bottom panel, the power supply box will fall by gravity, but it will not be pressing against the main board of the DAC because of this segregation between the main board and the PSU box. But for Pontus II, there's no segregation or the divider metal sheet here. So as you remove the bottom panel of the Pontus II, the pressure from the power supply box will press against the main board of the Pontus II. So this, for Pontus II, is a little bit more tricky. You need to perhaps I will just take another video for Pontus II. So for Pontus II, you need to take care of the gravity fall of the power supply box that is pressing against the main board. You need to have some sort of material or some sort of blocks that is holding the main board, so that it doesn't be pressed by this power supply box, stressing the connector at the back. But for Venus II, it is fine. It's because of this divider metal sheet that is holding the in between the chassis, and it will not be pressing against the main board. So we have the bottom panel removed, and just in case, this is how it looks like at the back. There are 3 screws securing the footer, and it's Phillips screw that is plus sign. So I have this screwdriver from Secret Lab when I bought the chair. Just unscrew them. It's an entry size screw. Just unscrew it from the bottom panel to the footer. There we go, and the footer can be removed. So this is how the footer look like. I'm not sure whether the camera can see this. This is how the footer look like. So remove all 3 screws and put this panel back in place, and you can use the footer that you like for this Venus II DAC. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'll be taking another video for Pontus 2, so just in case you guys want to remove the footer. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye bye.